Good morning. So, plan is, I said I was going to do a BT6 list. This is kind of the stuff I'm looking forward to getting my hands on in the game. This might not be the same thing that you're looking forward to. If it's any different, feel free to leave a comment. Let's just get right into it. So, the babies are a must for me. I want all of them. Even if I don't end up using them during the BT6 format, it's just nice to have them. Demi Miramon, when you attack a player, you get 1,000 DP for the turn. Best thing about that is it is not once per turn. It is just every time you attack. So if you can keep unsuspending a Digimon, you get an extra 1k on that Digimon every time. Kyaromon, one of your opponent's Digivolution cards is trash, trigger, draw one. So that's really useful for Hexablaumon, Zulongmon, the new one that just got announced, Fries Ballergermon. And I know I didn't say that right. BBmon, if you have 3 security cards, gain a memory. That's going to be super useful for the new yellow cards that are coming out, especially the new Pulsemon, where you can reduce yourself down to 3 right off the hop. Pinamon, or Pinamon, I'm going to guess Pinamon. If you attack an opponent's Digimon, you draw 1, which a lot of green decks focus on that, especially when you have Piercing, Mega Kabuterimon from the starter deck. Awesome card. Pagumon, on deletion, reveal the top card of your deck. Add it to your hand if it's black, otherwise put it on the bottom of your deck. That will see some use from me in BT6. I don't know for sure which way I want to go with it, but I know I want to use it. And Sunomon. When you trash a card in your hand using one of your effects, trigger draw 1. I think between this and Demi Miramon, those are going to become my most used purple babies ever. And I might switch to Sunomon for a while just because I really like the full art, the alternate art. I will go over the alternate arts I'm most interested in after. Just for now, I'm just going to go with the normal list. Red Digimon, there's not really a lot other than like the Jesmon line that I'm really interested in getting my hands on. I do want to take another run at Shoutmon DX. So, awesome effect when attacking once per turn. If this card has Blitz, draw a card. I think that's just great to have another option for Shoutmon, for Omni Shoutmon specifically. Definitely the Hackmon line or Huckmon. On play, top 5 cards of your deck. Add up to 2 cards with Hackmon, Jesmon, or Sistermon in their names. Just an awesome card. I will be probably doing a Jesmon deck right away. It really depends on how my little bingo experiment goes with the BT6 openings. Flamemon, I don't really care about yet. When BT7 comes out and I actually try to go more spirit-based, I guess, that's when he'll see more use, but not right now. Bail Hackmon, I'm just going to call him Hackmon for the rest of this. If you have a Digimon with Sistermon, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5k or less. Awesome inherited ability because you will almost always have a Sistermon on your side of the field because of Jesmon. There's no one else really on the list other than the Hackmon line. There's one more. Save your Hackmon. When Digivolving, you can play a Sistermon without paying cost. When attacking, if you have a Sistermon in play, unsuspend this Digimon. I think that's a great way to have like a red Pyeldramon, but it's based off of the Sistermons in your area. So you might actually be able to Digivolve into something else as long as you run Sistermons. Obviously, I want Jesmon. He's a Royal Knight. He's awesome. So he's got a few different things. When attacking, you can play a Sistermon from your hand or trash, no memory cost. When you play another Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 3,000 and piercing. So he already starts off at 11,000. So he'd go up to 14,000. So that's up there with like the Omnimons. And that's assuming you don't have Demi Miramon underneath him adding an extra 1,000. So you could attack over a Blitz and pierce. And because of red, you're probably going to get extra security checks on top of that, depending on how you build your red deck. Nope. Magna Kidmon, because I want more of the 3 Musketeers. He gets security attack plus 1. When you Digivolve into him, you can use an option card, cost of 7 without paying the cost. If you don't, delete a 4k. The second effect, not going to be a thing for me. It's going to be the first thing only all the time. So that's my red list. Blue, there's a little bit more I want. I need a full set of Gabumon. Gabumon's still my homeboy. It's my cuddly buddy. When you play a Tamer with Matt in his name, gain a memory. So if you play the one from this set, I believe it would end up being a 2 cost to play. And then if this Digimon is the Bond of Friendship Gabumon, you can unsuspend it. So I believe if you play this right and you have a Tamer on your side, specifically Matt, you can go Matt for 2 memory, take away 2 security to Digivolve into Bond of Friendship automatically, and then get 3 attacks in. It's pretty awesome. I'm extremely pumped to try out the Bond of Friendship deck. Madoki Betamon. They can't gain memory except with Tamer effects. I can't wait to get my hands on the blue version of Gazimon. There we go. Strabimon, I want to stock up so that I'm ready for the next format for BT7. It's not going to be a problem. Oh yeah, Pangeamon. So he's got the effect, inheritable, when attacking once per turn, gain a memory. I think I have a blue deck I want to try out around him. I'm still like formulating stuff, but if it works out, I think it could be a really, really killer deck. So, stay tuned for that. Majiramon, that's happening. Trash the top Digivolution of one of your opponent's Digimon. And then it's inheritable. If your opponent has no Digimon Digivolution cards in play, unsuspend this Digimon. That might be a difficult trigger depending on how you build your blue deck. And then you have a Zulongmon. When Digivolving, trash a Digivolution card from the bottom of all your opponent's Digimon. The only issue with this, it's 5 cost, but you gain a memory for each of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards. So if you run into a Rookie Rush deck, you're probably going to get all your memory back if you play it right. Then, during your turn, for each Digimon with no Digivolution cards in play, you get a security attack +1. So you could wipe out their entire security stack and then just Digivolve into Blitz for game, depending on how you build. Azulongmon is one I was really interested in back during the BT4 and 5 when I was just starting out and seeing him for the first time, but I don't know yet if I want to run him. We'll see. But then my cuddly buddy gets some armor, Goblinmon Bond of Friendship. If you got a Tamer in play, you can unsuspend him. So that's already 2 attacks. Assuming you didn't Digivolve from the BT6 Goblinmon, that's 3 attacks. Every time you attack, not once per turn, return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to the bottom of their deck. Trash all Digivolution cards. So this will get rid of most blockers. The only blockers that I think it won't stop is Craniumon and the new Mammothmon that's coming out in BT6. This is a pretty awesome card. Not gonna lie, I'm really happy it's Goblinmon and not Agumon. I don't hate Agumon, I just really, really prefer Goblinmon. That's everything for blue. Yellow, I would probably say the new rookie Tapirmon. So when a card is removed from your stack, draw a card. There's a lot of removal cards for yellow, so like you can Blinding Ray and you can draw a card on top of getting 2 memory. It's pretty awesome. There is this one. So on play you can trash until you have 3 security, gain a memory for every security trashed. He's inheritable. While you have 3 security cards, this Digimon gains jamming. I don't know if there's a lot of yellow with security attack +1, but I'd be willing to find those and try it out with this guy. Wizardmon. When a card's removed from your security stack, gain a memory. So if you go Tapirmon and Wizardmon, you'll draw a card and you'll gain a memory on top of whatever other effects happen from you removing cards from your security stack. So yeah, very, very excited for that. Who is the other one? You I wouldn't mind owning. Well, you have 3 or more security cards that get security attack +1. So this is one of your security attack +1s. Mistymon. When a card's removed from your stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -2k. That's not as good, I feel, as the other line with Tapirmon and Wizardmon, but I guess that's the direction they want you to go. Hey, page 2. Let's see what we're dealing with. I should have went to the top. My bad. Yeah, Skull Mammothmon. This is one of your blockers. While you have 3 or fewer security, it gets +2k, so he'll jump up to a 13,000. That'll block most level 6s, which is kind of nice. And then really my highlight for the whole yellow thing, because yellow's still not my color yet, is Dynasmon. So when Digivolving, you can trash a top card of your security, reveal the top 6 cards, add up to 2 level 6s or lowers from your hand. To your hand, trash the remaining. During all turns, so your turn and your opponent's turn, when a card's removed from your stack, if you have 3 or fewer security, recover 1. So you can try and keep yourself around that mark to keep getting all those triggers off on the 3 security effects. This is such a good card. I'm leaning towards doing this one with Mastamon. We'll see. Maybe when I take a look at it, I'll think of something else. But that's kind of the way I'm leaning right now. And I kind of like the deck lists I've been seeing. Green players aren't going to like me very much on this next part. There is not really any green Digimon I'm really feeling. other than Morphomon. So on deletion, reveal the top 5 cards, add a Manoa and a Digimon with Eosmon among them to your hand, put the remaining on the bottom of your deck in any order. I'm going to want Arbormon just so I can Digivolve over Green Tamers, so that if I do make a green deck, I can poke. Aldradamon, there we go, would be nice to have to stop yellows from reducing DP, but they can just play around him. It's not that rough. Ancient Troymon, when the opponent's Digimon attacks, suspend up to 2 of their Digimon that don't have blocker. And then on deletion, you can play a green level 4 lower Digimon with hybrid from your hand without paying its cost. It's a good card. It's kind of like a green Ancient Garurumon for me, and I prefer Ancient Garurumon. Yeah, I'm not really feeling green this format. Black though, different story. So Junkmon, he has the Gomamon ability where he gets inheritable gain 1 memory on deletion. I don't know if I'm going to start off with that Digimon or if I'm going to run it later. But Chikurumon, if he's into your security, at the end of the battle, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. That's awesome. I'll be running that. Toyagumon, I love the art. I don't really care about the effect. I want it for the art. It's really good. Let's see who else here. Definitely Deputymon. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add a Digimon with 3 Musketeers, and or an option card with a memory cost of 7. Trash the remaining cards. So this will build up the Beelzemon Musketeer control decks really quick. This Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon card with 3 Musketeers, ignoring Digivolution requirements for a cost of 6. That's going to be just ridiculously fun to do. Because I don't think it mentions anything about color at all. It just ignores Digivolution requirements. So I can jump from a Deputymon straight up into, was it Magna Kidmon? From the red setup, and then I can get my Wind Digivolve in effect. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, definitely Volcanomon. While they have an unsuspended Digimon in play, it gains security attack +1. So this kind of puts pressure on your opponent to swing. And then have a suspended Digimon, because if they don't, I'll get security attack +1. And that's an inheritable. So it's not like they can just be like, oh, it's just an ultimate, I'll be fine. You could Digivolve into a 2-cost Hyandromon for have it at 12,000, and then it doesn't matter. Mamemon, I am super pumped for the new text. Decoy Black. So when one of your other black Digimon would be deleted by an opponent's effect, you can delete this guy instead. On deletion, delete one of your opponent's play cost 7 or less Digimon. This will stop your opponent from wanting to play destruction cards as much. And he's a 7 cost. I can't wait. Black's gonna be so much fun this next format for me. Another card for the 3 Musketeers setup, Gundramon. He's a blocker at 11,000. Not bad, could be better. And he's got the When Digivolving effect. Reveal the top 5 cards. You can use an option with memory cost of 7 without paying its cost. Trash the rest. If you don't use an option, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. Again, second effect, don't care for. It's the first effect I want. Gankumon, obviously I want him. He's just awesome. When Digivolving, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. While they have an unsuspended Digimon, he gets security attack +1. So if you Digivolve from Volcanomon, you could be getting security attack +2. He's at 12,000. So if you could find some way to boost him up another 1,000, and you had a Tsunarizumon as his rookie, the promo one, you could build up, 3 security checks? Oh, sorry, 4 security checks, because security attack +3. Yeah, that'd be awesome. My only issue I have with Gankumon is he has a 4 cost to Digivolve, but having both of those effects is really good. So I'd pay it. So yeah, Black, absolutely love. We'll get to my favorite Digimon of all time from this set when we get to the secrets. Purple. Really, there's only a few purples I'm really interested in. I want the Impmon so I can return a 3 Musketeer card. That's what I want. I'll use the second effect later when I actually want to try going that way, but 3 Musketeers are what matter. Kinkakumon, you can trash a card in your hand, delete one of their level 3 Digimon. Pretty awesome effect. And it's an inheritable, so I don't even need to have it on play. Ginkakumon, inheritable as well. When you trash a card in your hand, gain a memory. That's awesome. And then Ginkakumon Promote. It's got Rush, so when it Digivolves, it can rush. And then you can play a Kinkakumon and or Ginkakumon from your trash If you place 2 cards with this effect, draw a card. So if you can load up, oh, and gain a memory. So it would be draw a card, gain a memory. You have both those effects underneath from those guys, and then I can trash the card that I just got to use the effect to delete a rookie, and then also gain a memory. So I'll end up getting +2 memory off that. Maybe even more, depending on what you played around. Definitely going to be trying out Rebellimon, because it can Digivolve over black as well. And then when Digivolving, you can trash a card to have it gain blocker and retaliation until the end of their next turn. So, really, really good card. And the fact it's also treated as black, I would take advantage of fully. Is there anyone else that I really want for purple? Ogremon, but it's just to have Ogremon. You can trash a card in your hand and delete one of the level 4 or lower. So good for getting rid of blockers that are in your way. Wouldn't mind Ornismon, but meh. Okay, we're getting near the end. We're almost done here. Oh, there we go. See, and I missed a purple. Titamon. So trash a card in your hand. Play a purple level 4 or lower from your trash without paying its cost. That could get you Genkakumon Promote, and then you can set up both of those inheritables underneath, and then draw a card, gain a memory, discard a card. you get the idea here. Like, purple's going to be really fun during this format as well. Black is still my homie, but this will be fun. And then during your turn, once per turn, when you trash a card, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP and security attack +1, so it would jump up to a 14,000. That could tie with Blitz, depending on how you do it up. Could even go higher. White cards. I'm not going to do this in order. So Sistermon Blanc. While you have Hackmon or Royal Knight in play, all your Sistermons get blocker. On play, draw card. Awesome. Sistermon Noir. All your Hackmons or Royal Knights gain 2,000. On play, gain a memory. So that Jessmon is going to go up another 2,000. So it could go over pretty much anything in the game, as long as it doesn't have some kind of inheritable during your turn. This is the thing I want to talk about a little bit more. Eosmon. The champion level, you can play a white tamer card with a cost 4 or less without paying for it. Then your opponent gets to. That could screw you over, but I really like it. The inheritable, you can play a white tamer with a play cost 4 or less from your hand without paying with memory cost. So every time you swing with Eosmon, you can keep stacking tamers, and that does give you a benefit as you keep playing Eosmon out. The ultimate level, you can include up to 50 cards with this card number in your deck. Whenever you attack, you can add a level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand. Sorry, you can play one from your hand without paying its cost. That's awesome. So you can swarm with Eosmons. I kind of wish Diaboromon had this kind of text where you could run multiple copies, but they've made so many of him, it's okay at this point. Then the Mega Form. For each tamer in play when you Digivolve, your side and your opponent's side, you can place level 5 or lower Eosmon from your trash at the top of this Digimon's Digivolution cards in any order. If you place 2 or more cards with this effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. During your turn, for every 3 Digivolution cards this Digimon has, it gains security attack +1. Now, reminder, the champion level lets you play another tamer every time you attack. Then the ultimate version, its inheritables you get +1,000 DP. So if you can get 3 of those underneath him, it goes up to a 16,000. The only issue I have with running Eosmon is unsuspending this thing so it can swing again. Other than that, I love this card. I'm going to try to make a few different decks around it. I already got a bunch of lists in mind. I just got to kind of whittle it down. When it comes to tamers and option cards, I like having a full play set of everything. I'll try and rip through these really quick. I'm not going to focus as much on the option cards. I'll try not to anyways. Tie. When there's an Agumon or Greymon and it moves from the breeding area to the battle area, get a memory, draw a card. And then it can Digivolve from Agumon into a Bond of Bravery Agumon without paying for it. And then you got to trash the top 2 cards of your security stack. If you have 1 or more security cards, at the end of your turn, you have to delete the Digimon. It sucks, but the effects are really good on the Digimon. Mat. When a Gabumon or Garurumon moves from the breeding area to battle, gain a memory and draw a card. He has the exact same thing. Go from Gabumon into Bond of Friendship Gabumon without paying for it, trash the top 2 cards of your security stack. If you have a security card at the end of your turn, delete him. It's a fair trade-off for what you're getting. Again, you can get up to 3 attacks off this thing. It's really good. Uh-oh, there we go. We're good. Um, Hello, try that again. TK and Kari. Start of your turn. If you have pure security, gain 2 memory. Holy... Give me a sec. I apparently can't do this anymore. There we go. When one of your yellow Digimon attacks, you can suspend this to have one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 1k. It makes it easy to swing over things. Izzy and Joe. If they have 2 or more Digimon in play, gain 2 memory. When one of your black Digimon is deleted, you can suspend this to draw a card. This will help speed up black decks, because the one issue I have with my best deck even is drawing. I need to be able to draw more. There's not enough cards in my hand ever. Sora and Mimi. I might not use this one as much. So if your opponent doesn't have a level 4 or lower, gain 2 memory. When one of your purple Digimon attacks, you can suspend this to draw a card. Then trash one. I would use it for the second effect, not the first effect. I doubt I would get the +2 as much, because they would just see that and make sure they constantly have a rookie or a champion in play. Manoa, totally going to run something around this girl. So if you have 2 or 3 memory, 2 or less memory, go to 3. When you play Eosmon, suspend this, reveal the top 3 cards. Add a Tamer or an Eosmon to your hand during your opponent's turn. While you have an Eosmon, they don't unsuspend their Tamers. I think that's going to be super useful. How quick can we go over this? Yeah, let's just shoot for it. So red, Hackmon or a Royal Knight can attack unsuspended Digimon for the turn for 1 cost. So that's going to be super useful if they think they can just kind of avoid combat and losing their Digimon. You can just swing over them with Jesmon, ready up again if you have Savior and you meet the condition. Then you can swing again. You can take out 2 of their big Digimon with very, very minimal effort. Red Reamer, delete one of their 6k or less. If they have 3 or more Digimon in play, you can instead delete a 13,000. Happy Bullet Showering. This is one of the 7 cost cards that goes really well with the 3 Musketeers. So if you have a 3 Musketeer, you can play this without having to have a red Digimon. Delete all of your opponent's lowest DP Digimon. That could be nice depending on how they play it. Forbidden Trident. One of your Digimon gets plus 2,000, and the effect when attacking, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. It's only a 1 cost. It's actually pretty nice. If you're playing against Rookie Rush and you are doing Goblinmon Bond of Friendship, you could play this, just 1 copy in the deck, and then you can just keep returning like 2 rookies every time you swing. And you're still going after their security. Howling Memory Boost is probably one of my favorite option cards from this set. Well, 1 of 2. Trash up to 2 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of their Digimon. Then, one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can attack or block to the end of their next turn. Then, you can use Delay later and gain 2 memory. Rattlestar, sorry. Return a level 5 or lower if they have 3 or more Digimon in play. So this is very similar to the other red one I just did. Return one of their Digimon at the bottom of the deck instead. So you're going to want to aim for the second effect. Acid Injection. I don't think this one's worth it. Trash top card of your security stack, then one of their Digimon gets minus 5k. Reinforcing Memory Boost. This one's going to be fun. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to see a lot in security control decks. So reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, put one on top of your security stack face down, add the other one to your hand, and then, gain 3 memory. Not gain 2, even though it already has a really good effect. It's like you're playing a Holy Wave that has the delay plus 3. I think that's just ridiculous. And you get to pick which one. Wyvern's Breath. I'm feeling this one. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 15,000 for the turn. That's a great effect. It's what it is. Tropical Venom. One of your opponent's Digimon has, on deletion, gain 2 memory. Great effect, just, again, not my color. Blasted Disaster. Suspend all your opponent's Digimon, then gain 1 for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. I doubt there's going to be too many situations where there's going to be 6 Digimon on board. But if that ever worked out where you got all your memory back, or maybe even profited memory, this would be an awesome card. What is this? Oh, that's fine. Parabolic Junk. One of your Digimon gets on deletion, gain 2 memory until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this could also put pressure to stop them from deleting some of your powerhouses with effects. Oh, that's right. Gewalt Schwarmer? I probably mispronounced that. Again, another 3 Musketeer card. Delete all Digimon with play cost 7 or less. That includes yours. Could be a double-ended sword, but still pretty fun. This is the other card I absolutely love. Iron Fisted Onslaught. Delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest play cost. So if they start swarming the field with a bunch of 12 costs, they're all gone. Glade Memory Boost, return a purple from your trash to your hand, and then you can get the gain 2 memory effect again. Most of them are gain 2. The only one that's not is the scummy yellow one. Underworld's Call. When you trash this card in your hand using one of your effects, trigger draw one. This will be good until BT7 drops. And then you can just run, what is it, Shademon. Main effect. You can play a level 4 or lower purple from your trash without paying its memory cost. Pretty good card. Because you can go into Genkakumon Promote, and then, again, you'll get memory, you'll draw cards. Fly Bullet. Another 3 Musketeer card. Delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon. Most of the time, you're playing these cards for free, so it's totally worth it. And Cutting Edge. So another good card for the Eosmon setup. You can play level 5 or lower without paying its cost. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to the Digimon played with this effect. This will get rid of blockers as well, so super useful to have. And now we come to my absolute favorite Digimon in BT6. Don't worry, it's not actually Bielstarmon. When playing this from your hand, you can reduce the cost for every 3 Musketeer and option card with a memory cost of 7 or less. So if you put 12 in your discard pile, this is a freebie. On play, return an option with 7 from your trash to your hand, then use one without paying its cost. So you could put Fly Bullet in your hand, play Fly Bullet, and delete Omega. For no work. This is such a good card. This is my homie. I love Gabumon, cuddly buddy for life, but Alphamon is just stunning to me. So he's got 2 deals going on. No, 3 deals. He's got a security effect. So if he's found in your security stack, if there is a Royal Knight or X antibody somewhere in play on either side of the board, up to 12 of your opponent's Digimon cannot attack players for the turn. That is a negate attack as far as I'm concerned. When you're attacking, also goes to your hand, so just fantastic. And he's only a 3 cost to Digivolve. You can pay up to 5 memory. For every memory you pay, you get 1000 DP for the turn. End of the attack, gain 2 memory. So if you don't use the effect to go up, then you'll just gain 2 memory for swinging. Yeah, I absolutely love Alphamon. Parallel rares, super easy for me. I do want a playset of all the babies. Again, not really, I don't know, maybe I was just a kid that grew up not liking the franchise face, but I'm not a huge Agumon fan. I'm also not really a huge Pikachu fan. Like, I love Pikachu, but Pelipper's my favorite Pokemon still, even after all these years. Jessmon, I just want one of. I don't need a stack. Looks awesome. Let's keep going. If I pull it, cool, but I'd kind of rather pull other alt arts. I definitely want a stack of the Cuddly Buddy. Just, I don't know, Gabumon just looks happy in this. I like it. I want a full stack of the Gabumon Bond of Friendship, but I will start with just one for now. That's fine with me. Pulsemon, I kind of like the art. Yeah, that's all I can really say on that. Dynasmon looks sick. Another one of. Morphemon, not feeling it. Mamimon, I'll take it. If I can get my hands on one, I'll take it. Gankumon, I just want one. I love the Kung Fu energy in this picture. Impmon, it would end up being trade fodder if I got it. I want one copy of this. I could leave it at that. Titamon, same deal. Take it or leave it. The Sistermons, I don't really have an interest in getting my hands on. If I pull them, I will probably trade them. Eosmon, same deal. Alphamon, I need a full playset. So I'm doing 4 pre-releases. I'm getting my hands on 8 boxes of BT6. I am hoping I can get a full playset of Alphamon full arts. I really cannot emphasize how much I absolutely love this card. And then whatever I don't have after everything's been opened, I'm going to probably buy that night. I have some money set aside. Bielstarmon, great card. I could take or leave the full art. I don't even think I have it on my bingo card. Omnimon would be nice to pull. I also live in a realistic world where I'm not expecting to ever pull that thing. If I do, I'd probably get it graded and sold. Phoenixmon, be kind of nice to have, but not necessary. Upamon, I'd love to find a full playset of this guy. I love the art. I have a full playset of the normal ones, so I don't need it necessarily. Just be nice to have. Devimon, probably want one. Millenniumon, I'd like a full playset because I don't even have one yet. So pulling one would be phenomenal. Definitely want a couple Vmons. Take it or leave it. Definitely want a full playset of Terriermon. I'm hoping they give Guillemon a similar treatment where they make him cuter, but we'll see. Mega Gargomon, yes. I would like to get a full playset. I don't think I'll ever really make another deck around him specifically, but I can't deny I love that art. Aldemon, also would be nice to have, but it's not necessary for my collection. And then Valderarm. I do have a full playset of everything for Valderarm. Just be nice to get one of these, just to complement my Chaosmon full art. Alt art. There we go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this. If I get enough views around the time BT7 gets close to releasing, I'm probably going to do another one of these videos around BT7. I have one more video for BT5, and then I am just waiting for BT6 to launch, and then I'll start making deck profiles. Really hope you enjoyed this. If not, that's perfectly fine. Thanks for watching even like a couple minutes of this. I'll speed it up so you don't have to deal with the length of time, because oh my goodness. Thanks for watching. Till next time.